increase communication with families. CareTree does this by replacing the paper records in the home health and senior care industries with an online platform that centralizes information and automates communication between all of the branches of the care stakeholders, be it the families, the caregivers, the doctors, or even the hospitals. This increases communication and reduces costs, resulting in better care and patient satisfaction. I started my first company out of college and successfully sold it 6 years later. I then raised over $20 million in private equity to buy and operate 2 companies, including a division of a NASDAQ-traded telecom. Out of this, I started Silver Fox Broadband, which provides telecom services to the senior housing industry. I actually have managing partners operating it now, so I'm fully focused on CareTree. Brian is our COO. He was former VP of operations for a mobile development company, as well as a digital media marketing expert. Kilton is our back-end expert, just one of those programmers that completely gets it and can do amazing things. Meet my mom. My mom watches over some family friends that live in a skilled nursing facility, and she visits them every single day after work. But she still gets phone calls during the day, and she has to rush out of meetings to answer them because she doesn't know if it's an emergency or something routine. And when she talks to the caregivers, they have to pull up their paper files and go through their records, so they may have to call her back, and it's a complete mess. And then my mom has to share all this information with the families. I assumed that this was a small town Iowa issue, but then I started talking to my Silver Fox customers and realized that the problem was nationwide. We did make a key pivot at this point. We had talked to dozens and dozens of senior housing executives and senior care executives nationwide, and we found that there was the need on the senior housing side, but the real need was on the home health side, and there are lower barriers to sale there, because most home health franchises are owned by former business professionals that understand how technology can improve efficiency. There are over 12 million people currently receiving home health care services. It's a $70 billion market, and $20 billion alone is spent on digital apps and aids similar to CareTree. And you're smart people, so you know what the baby boomers will be doing to these numbers. We found that caregivers are often low-wage, high-turnover employees, so we had to keep the training costs low. We also found that hospitals are implementing EMRs, but that information isn't getting to down the care continuum stream. So we developed CareTree, launched it with a couple of pilot customers to test feedback, and won a number of awards in the process. We also put together a great advisory board, which included a chairman, a director of patient experience for 48 hospitals, former president and CFO, and national insurance executive. So with CareTree, all you have to do is create a patient profile and invite the family, the friends, the caregivers, the doctors. We've made it as simple as Facebook to use, so the training costs are low. We've integrated the telephony option so they don't have to have a smartphone in order to use it. Everything has role-based security, so only the people that need or can see, or are allowed to have access, can actually see things like patient information. We push out regular updates to the families and the caregivers, and then emergency alerts if there's something like a hospitalization or fall. We didn't stop there though. Home health right now is a black hole. This is the data that you're getting out of home health because everything's on paper records. So by taking them electronic, now you can have actionable data, whether it's the insurers or the hospitals. We also wanted to integrate to get that patient information to the caregivers, but my wife's a meaningful use expert. She let me know that it's absolutely a fortress to try and bridge that gap of hospital IT or somebody like Epic. But we found a chink in the wall, the patient portal. So like Mint.com accesses your credit card or banking information through your online user information, we can access the patient portal and centralize all of the information. So now all of the information is centralized. We've achieved or benefit meaningful use because 5% of patients have to access the patient portal. We're improving ACOs because better communication results in better care, which results in better lower readmissions. And we've done this all without changing the workflows. We're looking to do some hospital pilot cases and finish out our seed round. We raised over $200,000 in 3 weeks, and we're just looking to round that out. And happy to answer any questions and look forward to today. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Mark.